My name's Tamar and this is going to be my first ever YouTube video, so hope you like it and enjoy. Okay, so the reason why I started this YouTube channel is because I get a lot of people asking what it's like to become self-employed, how I'm finding becoming self-employed, the money involved in becoming self-employed, and just a lot of DIY tips. From my TikTok, people are always asking me stuff, so I thought if I put up YouTube videos, then it's all there. People can go to it, look it up, and it can help and benefit people in some way. And that's the main thing I want to do with this channel, and hope it works out. If I help at least 100 or whatever people, then that's a win for me. But in this specific video, I'm going to outline 3 things. 1, what it's like to become self-employed. 2, how I became self-employed. And 3, how I'm finding being self-employed. Okay? Stay tuned. First of all, what it's like to become self-employed. I found it quite easy to start off becoming self-employed, even though there's a lot of guidelines and there's a lot of rules that I need to follow in this current moment in time because of lockdown, COVID, Omicron virus. I don't know what variant it is at the moment, but well, yeah, a lot of people think it's just really easy to become self-employed. You just get jobs, get a lot of money, and you're rich. But that's not the case. You need to find your jobs, you need to get an accountant, and there's a lot of hurdles you need to do before you're rich. You need to know what is coming in and out of your business. Everyone thinks it's all sunshine and rainbows on becoming self-employed. Everyone thinks it's you quit your job, you start doing jobs for yourself, and you're just rich. That's not the case. There's a lot of steps you need to do on becoming self-employed. You need to start getting your own jobs. Unlike a 9 to 5, you need to find your own jobs. You need to be consistent with getting your own jobs, and you need to find an accountant, sort out your money. You need to, with sorting out your money, you need to have a budget. You need to have a budget, have a quote, and have goals. So if you know that you're spending around about 2,000 a month on your personal life and you're spending 1,000 on your business, you know you need to make more than 3,000 just to cover your bills. So you need to have a goal, and you need to keep achieving that goal, or you're going to be it's going to be only going downhill. Now, becoming self-employed isn't for everyone, but if you have a plan and you know what you're doing, you can earn a lot of money in becoming self-employed, and hopefully some of these videos will help you do that. But becoming self-employed and what it's like to become self-employed, I have personally enjoyed being self-employed, only answering to myself. And even though it's been 2 months, only 2 months, I've really enjoyed it, and I've been hitting my monthly goals because I had a plan. So you should always get a plan before you become self-employed. Never quit your job without having a plan. Always have a plan. Okay, so second, what I done in preparation of becoming self-employed. So I always knew that I wanted to become self-employed, and while I was doing an apprenticeship, carpentry apprenticeship, in my 2nd year I decided I might as well do jobs for other people and try and get my client base up that way. So while I was doing an apprenticeship, 2nd year, I decided to get some apps, Rated People, My Builder, and Checker Trade. I looked into all of them. In all of them, you do need to pay a fee to get the customers, but I've done that, and it was fairly easy from that. In my spare time, after work and on weekends, I would do jobs, fitting doors, fitting floors, doing skirting, just odd jobs, and I was able to make around 15,000 in 1 year, and that's just savings. And after that 1 year, I went with the employer, and I was employed for a year after the apprenticeship, and to get my knowledge and experience up. And then after that, I decided to go fully self-employed. So went self-employed, done a year of doing jobs on the side, went employed for, done a 9 to 5 for a year, carpentry, and then after that I went fully self-employed. So in preparation, I got my client base up and I got my knowledge up and experience up. Then I decided to leave and go self-employed. So that's how I planned it and got my client base up. While getting my client base up, I done a lot of jobs really cheap, which works in my favour and works in a con as well, because it worked in a favour because a lot of people was hiring me to do these jobs because it was cheap and I did get the experience and knowledge. But it didn't work in my favour because when I did start trying to increase the prices, people was a bit confused and they didn't want to pay the extra charge. So I did have to drop a few customers because they didn't want to pay the extra what I thought I was worth after. But so that's how I became or planned to become self-employed. And after that, I got my accountant, got my van, which you probably saw on my TikTok, and got done all the right steps and became self-employed. So becoming self-employed, always have a plan. I'm going to say it again, the main thing is to always have a plan. And that is literally my journey on how I became self-employed, and that's the way I done it. So when I say I done stuff cheap, just to give you a little gist of what I meant is, when I first started, I fitted a door for about £20. Now I'm charging £60 to fit a door. So that's how much I changed my price. And I was working on around about £70 a day. Now I'm on £200 a day plus. So that's a little of how much my price has gone up and what I done to change. Okay, and lastly, how I'm finding it becoming self-employed. And there's only really one way I can explain how I feel about being self-employed, and that's great. I love it. I love being self-employed and only answering to myself, being my own boss. And it's not easy, but I feel like the pros outweigh the cons, and being able to do what you want when you want, choose your own jobs, choose what jobs you're going to be doing. I really enjoy it, and it's not for the faint-hearted because there is a lot of steps and stuff you need to get over, and you need to always constantly be motivated, constantly looking for jobs, constantly knowing what you're going to be doing. Even on your days off, you need to know what to do. And in the first like 3 months, you're not going to be working 9 to 5. You're going to be working probably 24/7. Like, there's a lot of stress involved, but if you get over everything, it is great. And if you have the right steps, the right plan, you will love it all. And it's just been amazing. It's been an amazing journey, and I want to keep putting out my journey. And if you are choosing to become self-employed and you do choose to do it and take the plunge, then I wish you the best, and I really hope that you can enjoy it like I do. So if you want to see any more of these videos on the pros, the cons and the money involved, then subscribe to this YouTube channel, and please drop this video a like if you like it, because it will help me out and it will share it to more people. And yeah, that's all I can say. But thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.
Oh God.